Welcome back to Rocky Mountain Reloading. Today we're going to be talking about these 4 different bullets here and our range results that we got with them today. So we're looking at a Nosler bullet, Berger, and 2 Hornady match bullets. So stay tuned and let's get into it. First up, we have the Nosler ballistic tip. This bullet has been our preferred bullet for hunting for a few years now. And this here is what the 120 grain ballistic looks like in 6.5. Now, one thing about these is they are just a basic cup and core bullet with a plastic tip. So they are going to get the penetration, but they are going to come apart like crazy. One nice thing about them, though, is they are super easy to get accurate. The ogive on these is awesome for accuracy. Now, out at range, they do suffer a little bit just because the BC is not that great. The second bullet is the Long Range Hybrid Target by Berger. Now, these bullets are awesome. They have a super high BC, and where it has that hybrid ogive, they're a little bit easier to get accuracy out of them versus their typical VLD bullets. So I'm excited to see how this one does. We've gotten decent results in the past, but hopefully today the bullets will cooperate a little bit more. And the last 2 bullets that we're going to be talking about are the ELD match bullet, which we've talked about previously in a few videos, and then the 140 grain boat tail hollow point match bullet by Hornady. It's a very similar bullet in construction to the Berger long range hybrid target bullet, but the BC on this one is 0.58, I believe, and the BC on the Berger is 0.655. So it's definitely a lot lower of a BC, but accuracy out of these has been great. So we'll take a look and see what we can do. Well, we're back from the range, and, well, some of these did better than others, and some did about like we expected. 120 grain Nosler ballistic tip. Nosler ballistic tip. Well, 2 shooters shot 2 different groups. I shot this group, and then one of the guys that came with me shot this group. Now, this is still a pretty good group. It's right around MOA. It was first shot, second, and third shot. So once he got into it, he kind of settled down, and we got 2 shots there together. And then this is by far my favorite bullet. It's the easiest to get accurate, and it's by far the most consistent. So right here, we got just under quarter MOA. Now, that's probably the best group I've ever gotten with this bullet, but it typically shoots around 3/4 of an inch. So it's not outlandish to see something this big, and that's pretty small. I haven't had a whole lot that big, but right in between those two, right about 3/4 of an inch is what is typically done by these bullets. 144 grain long range hybrid target. The Berger long range hybrid target. Now, 4-shot group here. First 3 shots were kind of in a row here, and then the 4th shot was down here. Our group overall was a 1.18 inch group. So it's just about MOA. It is not the best this bullet's ever done, but today at the range, it was a little windier. So hopefully that was the issue, but overall, I mean, the Berger, it did decent, but it can definitely get a lot better. ELDM. So we talked about this group in one of my last videos, but this is the Hornady ELDM. It shot just over 1 inch. We had the first shot, second, third, and then the 4th shot was down here. So if we looked at this group here, I believe it was right around 3/4 of an inch. But then adding this one down here, it definitely opened up that group quite a bit. And as we look here, 2,830 feet per second. So it's going pretty quick, but it's just super inconsistent on groups. If we shot just a 3-shot group, it looked pretty good, but that fourth shot is the one that always gets us. It always grows the groups quite a bit, and especially out at range, I haven't found this bullet to be super consistent. Now, it may just be my rifle, it may just be me, but overall, I haven't been super impressed with this ELDM. The next group was that Boattail Hollow Point by Hornady. We got just under 3/4 of an inch, so 1, 2, and then 3 there. So, I mean, overall, it's a good load. It's pretty consistent right around this 3/4 MOA range. So, I mean, it's a good bullet. It's consistent, but I haven't had much success getting it much smaller than this. So, I don't know. It's a good bullet, but 3/4 is about the best it'll do. Then, just for fun today, I had access to some AccuBond long ranges. They weren't a load for my gun, so I didn't have super high hopes. And, well, it was just about 1.5 inches, which, from my experience in AccuBond long ranges, that's pretty normal to get something a little bigger. But maybe one day, if I can find some more of these bullets, we'll try them out and actually load them for my rifle. Couple of takeaways from the range today. The Nosler Ballistic, it's always shot good, and it continues to shoot well. Even between two shooters, we're still right around MOA, if not some tiny groups. The ELDM and the Berger could use a little bit more work. The ELDM, just as you get more shots in the string, it grows and grows in group size. So realistically, we need to take a look at that and see if we can't change powder or something like that. Same thing for the Berger. And then the Boattail Hollow Point, it's a good bullet. It just leaves some to be desired. It shoots around 3/4 of an inch consistently, but I mean, as we can see, shot 1, shot 2, and then that third. So the first 2 fly good. That third one, though, it's usually a little bit out of that main group. So, yeah, we'll kind of see what we can do there as well. But overall, I feel like it was a pretty successful day. And as always, remember, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. But thanks for watching.